Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Vedangas. This is Amit, accompanied with my co-partner Sumit. So guys, before going to the video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates. So let's start the video. Hi everyone. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the valuation of shares chapter. It is a second chapter of the corporate accounts. In this chapter also, you no need to maintain any debit or credit transactions, etc. Okay, so what is valuation of shares? In a simplest term, we can say that the shares of a valuation is a system of determining the value of a business by estimating the value of its shares. And also we can say the valuation is an analytical process of determining the current project or a worth of an assets of a company. So we have to check the value of a business, we have to make a value, and this value we have to evaluate, and we will get the valuation of shares value. Okay, there are many techniques used for doing the valuation. So and also we can say that the valuation of a shares is a process of knowing the value of company shares. We have to know the company shares, how much the value of company shares, and we have to find the value of those shares. That is known as the valuation of shares. Okay, so to find the valuation of shares, why the valuation of shares is done, what are the process, so we will discuss in the upcoming videos. Okay, so let's see when the valuation of shares is required. The valuation of shares is required when you are about to sell your business and you wanted to know your business value. When you wanted to sell a business to other person, and then you require to know the value of a business, then you are required to prepare a valuation of shares, right? And next one, when you approach a bank for a loan based on the shares as security, right? So when you approach a bank, you goes to bank for a loan to make a share in your business for some securities, then you also require to make a valuation of shares to get the loan, right? And next also the merger or acquisition or reconstruction or amalgamation, etc. occurs in our business, then also we have required to evaluate the shares. Okay, and when the company is to be converted, if the company is to be converted to some other name or some other techniques in the company or innovation in the company, then also the company is required to prepare a valuation of shares, right? And next one is implementation of ESOP. So what is ESOP? An employee stock ownership plan. When the employee stock ownership plan is implemented in the business, then the valuation of shares is to be required. Okay, and next, the shares held by an investment company. When the shares is going to be held by an investment to the company, then the valuation of shares is also required. If you wanted to invest in the company, then the shares, what the shares of a company in the past, that you have to do for the valuation of shares. And next, the compensating to the shareholders, the company is not nationalized. When you are going to compensate, when you are going to pay extra to the shareholders of a company, then also you require to evaluate the shares. So these are the requirements to prepare the valuation of shares. So now we will see the methods of valuation of shares, how it is useful, and what are the several methods of valuation of shares to find the value of a business, right? So let's see here. Methods of valuation of shares. So in this, there are mainly three methods of valuation of shares. One is net asset method, yield method, and fair value method. So net asset method, yield method, and fair value method. In next upcoming videos, we are going to discuss all these methods briefly in the next videos. So here we only just came for the introduction. Okay, so here the first one is net assets method. It is also known as the adjusted net asset method. It is also known as adjusted net asset method. So what is the net asset method? It is the adjusted net asset method of a business valuation. it is a adjusted net asset method of a business valuation which uses the techniques that changes the started value of a company. It changes the started value of a company assets and liabilities to reflect its estimated current fair market. This net asset method is also known as intrinsic method, breakup value method, or balance sheet method. Mainly in your exams, it will ask mostly the intrinsic method. Okay, so don't confuse about that. The net asset method is also known as intrinsic method, breakup value method, and balance. Oh, so the net asset method is also known as intrinsic method, breakup value method, or balance sheet method. Okay, so in certain these cases it may be difficult to assemble an accurate business valuation using the market or income based approaches. So these methods are common in dividend discount. These methods are common in dividend discount and capitalization and also the cash flow models. It is alternative method focuses on assets and liabilities of a business enterprise. It focuses all on assets and liabilities of a business, thus it is known as net asset method. Okay, clear? So next, while coming to the yield method, this method of valuation of shares may do valuation by any following three ways. One is valuation based rate return, or valuation based rate dividend, or the valuation rate of price earning capacity. Okay, so rate of earning, rate of dividend, and market value method. So this method is also known as earning capacity method, market value method, and dividend yield method. Okay, so the earning yield is a financial ratio. This earning yield method is a financial ratio that describes the relationship of a company's limited earning per shares to the company stock price per shares. Okay, so the earning yield is a inverse ratio of a price to earning, that means P by E ratio. Okay, the quick formula of earning yield is E by P, that means price to earning or earning dividend by price. Okay, essentially the earning yield shows how much earning per shares of a company generates from every year invested in the company stock. Okay, so unlike to the ratio, the earning yield cannot provide any insight into the stock valuation. Instead, it is typically used by the investor in assessing their investment. And now next, the last method is the fair value method or the dual method. Okay, so this method is very simple. It's a very simple to make this method. Mainly many accountants use this method because it is very easy to make the value of this method. Just we have to take the net assets and we have to add with the yield method and we have to divide it by 2, then we will get the fair value of this method. Okay, so thus it is known as dual value method because we are taking the net asset method and we are adding up it with yield method and we will get fair value method. Okay, so this is what about the methods of valuation of shares. So stay tuned for the next upcoming video in which we are going to discuss about the net asset method, yield method, and fair value method in a brief manner. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. Have a nice time.